Fallen, Naf, Grim, Stewie, all of them have the moments that remind us that they can actually just pound for pound, one-on-one, win these duels. VP out-aimed them. Yes, there was some great pulling of the strings as well, but you have to right now just lay down the gauntlet. Counter-Strike, it comes down to the ones and zeros. Let's see, VP start CT, Liquid on the attack, Mirage, it's Liquid's domain. And I mean, Yakinda, if he's as sharp as he is on Dust 2 on Mirage, this could get very dicey once we get to that second half. Almost grateful that Liquid start on that T side, and we can see Stewie's cooking up some trouble with that smoke pulled.
Yeah, so the jump throw out there, so deep over towards that connected position. It's going to land shallow, so this one just going to obscure vision up towards Catwalk, only towards window as well, and they're able to use that 7 seconds just to get themselves close to connector. Stewie has a chance against Buster here, just keeping him busy. Kinder's opened the account.
He already has caught Grim, and that's the bomb as well. If he gets another, how has he not gone down? So many bullets. No one gone down.
Oh, Liege, 1 on 5, 31 points of health. He has found the doorway, but
look at Buster,
yeah, look at this. Let him in. He's coming B, boys. Don't worry about it. Clean sheet. And VP just did what Liquid did to them in the first map. So keeping the pistols completely clean. We've had the 3 pistols in this game. One team has just completely obliterated the other. No casualties so far. So that's
boom.
Quite an interesting one to keep in mind. This setup was almost perfectly designed for this. Now, if you look at the database for Liquid on this map, throughout the play-ins and now the main tournament, they have won Mirage 3 out of 3 times. OG, FaZe, and Vitality are the scalps that they've taken thus far. VP have only played this one once, and they toppled Furia 16-10. I wouldn't say VP are slouches on this map by any means. Team Liquid obviously finding some confidence here, about to get mowed down in the underpass. Yakinda active, of course, just left to his own devices. Fallen, that was sharp.
That was sharp. If they get another one, this could actually get awkward, and Buster manages to pull himself out of trouble. Stops Fallen from causing any more. Oh, Elige, I mean, he'd have dreamed of a bomb plant, but Kick actually catches some Glock.
He'll get it down.
Yep, and Sanji's catching
Glock
bullets.
What is going on?
Sanji's down.
Buster's low.
M4 recovered. Buster caught flak earlier. And
oh my god, full block eco.
A full eco. And it comes down to Jame. He's got a scout. It's the worst weapon for the job. No kit. It looks like Liquid have done it. And Naf confirms it. What is that turnaround? It all started with the loss of Yakinda. Fallen just hitting the most ridiculous drive-by straight to the head. It felt like a one-shot.
What a round to lose right there. So the fact that Elige gets away with this
is nuts.
How's he just peppered Kickit down?
Like, Kickit was so lackadaisical about the whole thing. He thought he'd throw his nade, force the fight, whip out his gun. That M4 does convert too. Sanji low, and you can see there's going to be a couple of smiles creeping onto the face of Liquid there. That's a morale booster and a half.
That would get me fired up, definitely. And, well, in response, VP just into some upgraded deagles here. Not a full investment.
My, oh my. Oh, okay. Wow, a nade and a bullet landing in quick succession to Sanji's window position.
Looking activated now. Let's see how sharp they can be. You're right. In terms of the fights, VP was so sharp. They were hitting everything. Jane putting on a clinic with the AWP. Now it might be Liquid's turn. They get to dictate the pace of this one, starting on the T side. Pistol lost with the immediate buyback. The immediate Glock eco back. That is actually better, I would say, than winning the pistol. You've put the CTs in a position where they had to make hard choices. Do we force in? How are we going to approach the next round? They've been kept very, very honest. And now Team Liquid with a 3-on-5 number advantage, just regroup, funnel on into this A bomb site. They might not even take any casualties here.
Yeah, crossing their T's, dotting their I's, planting open, and no contest to be seen. Get comfortable. Grab a snack.
After that first map, I wasn't thinking Liquid are going to be in for a game here. I said to you, I thought, well, this would be quick. This might be over nice and fast for the boys in production. But all in all, maybe Liquid are here to play. I feel that Liquid being the team already in the semi-finals, you have a hard time prepping, right? You didn't know who you were going to be versing until late last night, once Astralis were toppled by VP. And then as soon as that result had come on through, do you go, okay, well, do we spend 24 hours prepping and seeing what we can come up with? Did you spend the 4 days prepping for both teams? Did you focus on fixing some of your own errors? Team Liquid's still a new team with Fallen as the in-game leader. They would have spent a lot of time just going over the basics with him to make sure that they're well-oiled enough with their own plays before even thinking about counter-stratting. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this series plays out. Take a look at the top right. Dusty was map number 1. We're on Mirage right now, and then moving forward, we'll be Inferno, if we get there, always seems to deliver. A cliche at this point.
It's a reason it's always there as the third.
What's the saying? It was like cliches are tropes because they're true. I think I got that wrong. I read it somewhere, probably on a bloody leaflet.
I remember you telling me that in the car in Copenhagen. And then I asked for the definition of tropes.
I had to Google it.
Yeah.
Words are good. You don't even have to know what they mean, but this four-man setup here close towards connector, ready to pounce if they do take any contact. Right now, Liquid very passive across the map. Stu through the underpass position. Grim, he's going to be dealing with the B push. You just saw Naf over towards Palace. Two players clearing out mid of Fallen and Elige and simple stuff. But this flash explode might get dangerous. There's Deagles on the field.
Yeah, I mean, if Liquid go blindly full executing into something, then it does get awkward.
Oh, that is a huge gap in the smoke right there. They might even want to creep into this.
Yeah, I think they might be operating under the assumption that it's clear, and whoa, Kicker just knocks Elige for
this flash. This is big problems now for Liquid.
Don't have to press the issue. VP so threatening. Sanji wants to go recover that AK, lays his life on the line for the push. Stewie was holding, does actually manage to find Jane. They want to punish. Fallen's there to stop the hunt. And that's actually fantastic work from Team Liquid. Another hero deagle required from someone.
They grabbed the AK though. They've picked it up. They've gotten out of dodge. There might be a chance to use this. Naf is going to be locked in.
They're going into the stack. Naf calls at least two. And surging forwards in the flames is Yakinda, just hoping for the hero. Deag, he's burning. They are coming into A now. Buster and Kicker forced to vacate. Liquid, they've dealt with this one.
Sketchy at best. That was a few dicey moments just there. They will get the bomb down. That 40-second timer begins. It looks like Kickit wants to hold on to this AK. Not a bad weapon to be carrying through into their first gun rounds. But great start from Liquid. When you get blown out of the water on pistol, you don't even get a kill. You don't find much impact whatsoever. And then you win a Glock Eco. I can't tell people how rare that is. A Glock Eco. It's just ridiculous, the fact that I'm even saying that. These type of rounds...
And for someone that, you know, for a team as regimented as VP, it takes a couple of players all taking their eyes off the prize for a moment. And the boys from Team Liquid obviously being able to punish. Elige that drive-by onto Kicker. Fallen that drive-by onto Yakinda. I mean... He's
getting revenge for Dust too. That short peek that Yakinda got away with there. So bomb goes off 3-1 now. Now, Liquid did have a good start in map number 1 on both halves, and they still struggled on the gun round. So the test isn't now, right? This is fine. They're getting past these pistols. They've been doing a good job of that. The fundamentals seem to be there against the lower buys. But when the guns come out, when the AWP gets into the hand of Jame, this is where we really need to start asking some questions. Yakinda's been gifted that AK-47 that was carried across. There's M4s on the other 3 riflers, and Jame has the big green. Diffuse kit in play. It looks like Liquid are going pretty mid-heavy right now. Really molly towards connector. Jame even wants to get aggressive off the back of that, jumping up towards the vent room, repositioning, seeing if he can find a gap in the smoke. Yakinda's using this AK like an AWP right now, just standing ready to one-tap.
He does spot Elige get across. Bring the containing presence on apps. Seems like Jame wants to tuck himself in for an aggressive walk late. Window smoked off. Yakinda won't be able to contest too much, just holding for the boost, holding that light.
Well, A-Ramp's called clear, so no pressure coming through there. Kick it and Buster can stay close towards the ramp. It looks like Liquid are setting up for a bit of a B split here.
Yeah, but Sanji's going to be able to delay them real nice actually on the jiggle here. Should enable at least one rotate. Oh, he doesn't go down, drops it deep. They're
Bombs
ahead of
in
it.
front, they're going.
And James missed his shot, surely caught in transition. Needs a double from Sanji and he's delivered. Laying down the law, they can't force off Jame. Everyone from VP, they got Jame and Sanji online now. Just the one man left. Liquid dissolve as they walk through halls. Sanji's done enough. The rest a formality. And Stewie finished off nicely, but it's Sanji holding them at bay. Jame deals with a double on apps as well.
Because we've watched so much CIS Counter-Strike and the CIS teams have gone so deep within this tournament, it stands out like a sore thumb when you see a team make a play like Liquid just did. They get smoked off at short. The CIS teams, who are the ones who are defining the meta right now, pause. What happens? Fallen runs in front of the smoke, has the bomb, his teammates have to commit. Bomb gets dropped, no man's land, they don't make any trades, round over, right? When you see these teams from Russia doing it, the CIS region as a whole, they're finding an opening pick, they may be getting a trade 1-for-1, they're pausing, they're allowing these rotations to happen. Liquid right there running straight into the mouth of B. absolutely dismantled, not hitting shots they should, and well, Liquid can facilitate another gun round right now. More presence over towards B again. That.
Well, they really wanted mid-info early, these CTs. It's crazy. They got 3 of them contesting for it right now. Fallen holding for that B jump peak, and with a miss like that, I don't think Buster, or excuse me, it was Sanji, is going to give him another chance.
Yeah, so now it's just Grim who's left here to deal with any re-aggression. So that AWP, that means they have to play more passive on the B bomb site, rejigging their CT defense right now. Yakinda's just dropped down mid. Elige might peek on him here, and he even wins the duel.
That's twice we've seen Yakinda caught out. Fallen's Glock, Elige's AK. Taking him down early, it's certainly a prize scalp. Regrouping now. Now that 60-second mark as the window smoke blooms. Oh, but James managed to pull one out just before the connector smoke drops. He's lost his vision now. Elige will confirm it.
It's going to be a B finish, and there's no one on the B site right now. Bombs up in the apartments.
Oh, and Elige is going to be so punishing on the way back through. Oh. Sanji, though. Sanji, such a prime position. It's only Buster on the site. If he can scream, he's making it difficult. The retake all the more likely with Buster fragging like that. Naf has util. A deep smoke could save the day. He's opting for info. Heading into kitchen. What? Fallen's not ready for this.
There's 2 coming and he's down.
His head. He doesn't go down immediately, but he does go down. Naf now demanded to pull off a 1v3. James into the kitchen. Nafly, he reads it, but James so ready. And VP equalize. Every member of the Virtus.pro squad has been able to pull that double when required.
It's just this ability to stay safe, right? Understanding where your teammates are, the ground that they have to cover before James can go for any fight, and then being aware that that space is taken. Well, that's the next step, the next part of the equation. This is Stewie going down towards underpass after the Elige opening. Buster getting one here. He shouldn't be getting away with this. They get the site for free, right? Buster from that position is really stifled. It puts 2 players that now stuck on the B bomb site, nowhere to go, can't take short space. They tried to push into kitchen. Fallen was stuck up in apartments. Looking very good for VP on the gun rounds. This is look at how deflated Stewie is, right? If he feels like he can't catch a break as an entry fragger, that's not what you want to be seeing. He is having a rough game of it. Things aren't going his way whatsoever. But it's still early stages in map number 2 here. 3-3 gun round again. The plant continues to facilitate Team Liquid with a buy, falling onto the AWP once more.
Gonna see if we see a recurring theme as well in Liquid actually getting into these sites, but it's often in these super unfavorable after plants. Like VP managed to do just enough damage to make your plant almost redundant and feel like a disadvantage. Early stages, but keeping a lid on of the VP CT is going to be crucial. Let's see. Pretty standard start for Team Liquid. They've been favoring this split and passive starts towards A. And VP's stance is all the ready for it. James holding the jump across mid. Elige's been getting there consistently, and Yakinda's actually posted up to find him as well. Looks like we have seen a Team Liquid first. It's Sanji that goes down, bites the dust.
They want to harass Elige. They know he's home. Another molly landing on Elige's position. Now he's had to drop a smoke. That's less resources for Liquid to work with later, but trying to isolate a fight is VP and quickly scurrying back towards A. Team Liquid have enough for an execute here, and if they go for it, it's another retake setup. But that feels every time VP are always ready for the retakes.
They're talking through the game plan now. Looks like info pushes up short.
Oh, this is perfect timing from Kicker. He's going to get in and destabilize this.
As well, yeah. Stewie may not be ready for this.
Oh,
yeah,
again.
Caught on the mantle and on ramp aggression. That's important from Grim. James doesn't miss. Having to pay the blood price just to enter the site. Flash is great. Yakinda tried to push on. I think he ate a bit too much of that, and Fallen does hold the precipice of the smoke. And just as he pulls out the bomb, he takes down Elige, another on the list as well. Poor Naf. He's lost his teammates. He's got 30 seconds to not lose this round, and Yakinda has flubbed the lines a little bit. Both of them are CT, and he tries to take a gamble. Buster swings out. Another VP retake. The bomb doesn't even go down.
I can't tell you how perfect all the decision-making looks from VP, right? The thing is, when you want them to fight, they're nowhere to be found. And when you want a little bit of space, they're closing in on you. Like that fight right there at the end, Naf thinks, okay, you know, I've peppered them back. They're not going to re-peek me from Ticket by any means. I've done enough here. I have a little bit of breathing room. I'll look for a fight somewhere else. As soon as he goes to take that space, they're swinging out and fighting.
And you saw it with Fallen's POV as well. It was a perfect example. Yakinda was floating around the edge of the smoke. But as soon as he's going for that default plant, then Yakinda, as the smoke fades, it's like he's punishing that 2 seconds you didn't wait and stare at the smoke.
Yeah.
That's all it's doing. I have to really respect every single angle that VP can adopt, and catching the Team Liquid members who've played this game an awfully long time. Catching them off guard, another opening frag, in fact 2. A pair of frags, make it a 3rd. My lord, VP speed running of 8th round here.
I just love how active VP were after losing that opening kill as well, right? They rejigged, they forced kick it into the site, Jane rotated back towards Ticket, Grim goes down here, it's a clean sheet from VP. They took short control, they were fighting as a unit. They understand what they need to do, VP as a team, and for whatever reason, Liquid can never find these gaps. They get the opening kill, right? 2 rounds in a row, they got the opening. Elige, when he killed Yakinda, jumping out middle like a bit of a madman, and then falling the jump shot onto Sanji, I believe it was, over towards B Apartments. Stewie was the next player to go down, right? And he got caught by James AWP, and then there was another section, the fight with Yakinda in middle around the smoke. So as Stewie's trying to take space, they're fighting him, they're finding him, and it just turns the tables. Do you know the luxury?
What's he up to?
Okay, Stewie's taking space.
So much space, and at such a quick pace. They're into B. Buster, he's always finding the double that slows it down. He's already found one, and Elige on the plate. Grim and Naf both into the site, and Naf's not done either. Bomb down. I think the round might be, though. Wow, that is the fastest we have seen Liquid move.
And it caught VP off guard here. It just came down to those trades, right? They lost the opening. Stewie goes down again. I really feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but they're able to capitalize on that site, and Naf's double is everything, right? If Yakinda gets spaced there, he's able to get a trade back, then maybe we see VP go for this, but finally around for Team Liquid, they're going to grab their 4th. And it looks like they should be keeping 4 players alive as well. So a chance for them to stabilize. These plants looking good. We'll get that Naf double again through the smoke. Definitely needs that one right there. And yeah, Yakinda, if he gets across, there's a chance for him to do a lot more damage. Wow, that says a lot right there. Picture painting 1,000 words. Bomb goes off. That's the round we're talking about, and we'll get things back underway here. Money good for VP for the buy, so no dramas whatsoever. And they get caught off by a fast round. So now, just a bit more heads up Counter-Strike. Keep those guns out. Get ready for that pace from Liquid. Would seem unlikely they throw something like that at them again.
Yeah, but I remember them calling that return to B-Apps after it failed. Straight away, back in. Team thought he was crazy. Fallen calling a good game previously on this map. James, oh, very graceful as he mantles across, even jumping to try and catch a glimpse of Fallen. Nade trajectory will indicate such a picture as well.
Oh, Fallen really under the pump here. Oh, kick it.
Great screen. Stewie will find him. That's a big opening frag, and they're already into window. There's a pressure on now. VP are going to have to adapt mid-round, and they've got a plan.
It's always a trick.
Yakinda does fall, and yeah, the boost isn't going to pay off. They're all leaning B. It's about the next 3 seconds.
Oh, look at this,
Stewie's in such a prime position with your bloody knife out. See you later, Sanji. James a little late to the party. And he will finish off Stewie, but the lurk is enough to secure the round.
Yeah, they were going to want to hold on to this AWP. Well, make it 2 AWPs right now. Utility's good as well. Still a little bit of a bank right now for VP to work with, so giving up these would be less than ideal.
Double orb.
Alicia's going to lock them in here. As soon as he comes up under pass, if he guesses right, he will be able to lock these 2 players on the B bomb side.
Let's see how much of a nerd Elige is. Does he jiggle this line?
Looks like it.
Looks like it. He's firing off shots and jump jiggling. Okay.
Oh, they don't want to get stuck into this old boy. Elige. He's just going to dip on back. The rest of his teammates will lock him in as well. They're confirming that there's not going to be too many dramas on the exits. Just chilling out towards window room, underpass, falling over towards A. Bomb goes off, and now we've tied things up 5 apiece, and that was really good from Stu, catching kick it. Finally, a timing goes his way, right? We were talking about it on Dust 2. Every time it felt like he had space, James just walked out, picked him off. I think he went 0 and 6 in opening duels on map number 1, so this is good for Stewie to get something going. Nice cheeky lurk there as well. And as a player, if Stewie gets activated and he's taking a lot of these timings, he can punish VP because they are leaving gaps across the map when they're going for these risks to take back space. It's something you have to feel out, though, as now VP are going to take themselves a pause.
Yeah, I mean, just forcing VP into those more chaotic mid-rounds. I mean, you're trying to cause chaos against a CIS squad. Got to beat them at their own game. Because once they're playing their game, I realize that the cliche lives on in all of us. But when they're playing their game, you really can't stop them.
I still, like I was mentioning before, I don't understand how they're able to isolate fights after giving up opening jewels, right? They always seem to have a move. Like, there's always a response, you know, boosting over a smoke. We have aggression, we pair up, we trade off of each other. There's always something. And I'm mentioning that you have a rifler like Yakinda holding middle, helping out the AWPer. If you're the mid AWPer, which is James, that's a dream. The fact that you have somebody as strong as a rifler of Yakinda there is like, you don't even have to be there with the AWP all the time because you know Yakinda's going to do that job.
They did save the double AWP, right? So that's going to be something that Liquid are cognizant of, and Fallen pulling out a MAC-10 deliberately. He's got a plan.
If they go into a B-set piece against the double AWP, there's no way for them to retake, and they might go for a save yet again. Right now on the site will be Sanji, eyes drawn towards middle for a couple of the VP members. That's Buster and Yakinda.
Look at his lineup. He's got a one-way for if they execute B. Waits for the Q, drops it. Fallen's on the hunt. Sanji has his little gap, but Fallen's got the MAC-10, drives by and locks down the site. I say locks down. Yakinda smoked off. Molotovs finding a safe haven. He can't find anything. The entire carpet of flame. And those double AWPs, as we discussed, will not be favorable for this exchange. In fact, Buster's lost his. And James in CT. I don't see any reason Fallen wouldn't chase that down somehow with his MAC-10.
Look at them, they're all coming up. Connector, A ramp. James, where are you going to hide, mate?
Oh, CT, they're coming. Alicia's got him booked on default. Survival of the fittest. He takes two with him, but Liquid deny every single weapon.
They got the AWP for Fallen. They even pick up an AK there, and so no MAC-10 carried on through. And now things are looking good for Liquid. Can see why this is their map choice. It's coming alive with those simple just B hits within the early stages, right? They wanted to go there in the earlier gun rounds. They didn't have too much success, and now they've been able to mix it up. B execute against the double AWPs, right? If the AWP was boosted aggressively, maybe had a buddy and they can't get past him, then you have problems. But the fact that they're nowhere to be seen, you got James over there in Palace towards A, Buster towards middle, meant that poor Sanji was on his lonesome.
Loving that.
Of James, he has a hero AWP right now.
Yeah, just leveling up the money, Chad, just to make sure everyone's got 2K.
Oh, and lovely. We have the vent not broken, so that's the early warning signal if they do get boosted up mid. Keep that one in the back of your mind. Now, Liquid haven't had too many issues converting against these type of rounds. Obviously, that scout situation that we saw on Dust 2 was something a little bit different. Naf saved them from their woes.
Oh god, Grim's solo with that bomb as well towards Amp, so he's going to probably join him through mid, but if he does get caught, there's room for error.
All right, Fallen's coming back. They're tethered together right now. If it is a B execute, though, we have the stack from VP on the site. Elige already up towards vent room might indicate they will want to try something like that. Timing is James aware. He's very aware. Problems all around him.
Single-handedly got mid and A to look over.
They're going into the stack with the bomb. They're committing into B.
Yeah, I mean, it's Deagles, off angles. One early frag from someone like Kicker can start the ball rolling. The snowball starting an avalanche. It's only Stewie. 1v3 now. They've turned it around on its head into the Lion's Den. Damage onto Buster. He can hold in. James has the AWP posted up. Stewie jiggles back into the vulnerability now.
They're not peeking him. They're not giving him an inch.
Nothing. They don't have to. You've got a plant, bro. He has found the head. Knows James in kitchen, but it's just too difficult to knock him off his perch. And VP get a taste of the success we saw from Liquid's Glock Eco.
That's going to be a rough one for Liquid to swallow right there. The fact that James had an AWP, yeah, you're not accounting for that, but they still went straight into the stack. They were out red, and that's a big problem. James there. Big shot onto Fallen. You can see him wanting to get forward, help out his team, even finds the final kill here onto Stewie. So 3 kills with that hero AWP. That's the impact we were missing yesterday from James.
Boom. Just like that, as easy as that. Well, Liquid, that's a sobering 6th to concede. Stewie out mid, courtesy of Flash and Smoke. In fact, 3 players behind the util mid this time. Well, that ramp setup feels very naughty. Aggressive early means they get that early warning system. Buster's in a nice off angle for the Palace duel, and now Liquid charging straight on up. What is the response? Denied more information window. Time continues to pass.
Kid is about to be smoked off here. If he throws this molly forward, seen teams... Oh, okay, he's flubbed that one right there. Immediately extinguished, so firemanning himself. Maybe he was trying to unravel that connector smoke, see if he can find one way around it. This is cheeky business from Yakinda here.
Certainly a safe spot, safe haven. Oh, he eats the flashbang. Someone will be able to work that out, and they do. First frag goes Team Liquid's way. A weird pincer now for Buster. He's tucked in on Tetris. Kick it to bait him in. Grim swinging triple. Not expecting that. That's at least the first. They equalize. Kicker's managed to find two, but so does Liquid. Keeping it just a one-man advantage. They won't be able to deny this, and the flash is perfect to stop Sanji's spray. Jame on jungle. Elise actually walks into it, but with a missed shot, that might mark the end of this one.
Yeah, they might have to back off and reconsider this. Sanji's trying to see if he can find anything towards the site. Jame even has a chance to reposition towards Cat, but he looks like he's getting hunted right now, or at least he thinks he is. Elise just taking space. Sanji to get back across. He has a window just now if he goes about it silently. Elise trying to get the smallest of angles here, but I think Liquid will just be happy with the round considering how the previous went down. 7 now from Liquid. T-side, you're happy with that. You would have been happy with 6, so good stuff here. Maybe there's some more legs to this one.
What does that leave VP with? Jame be able to toss one over. Yakinda's on the 6K. Just going to have some deagles around these saved weapons. I mean,
it's a weird spot to be.
You want a big last round, don't you?
Yeah, and if Jame drops a gun right now, then he won't have an AWP for the final, assuming he doesn't save again. But it looks okay. They are going to call a timeout here because there is a lot to discuss. The fact that we're talking about it, they're going to be doing the same thing. Now, they did find success on a gamble stack with just pistols and 1 AWP, so they might think, hey, let's keep this one conservative. Let's take that loss bonus in the next round to 2,400. Let's give a full gun round for the final round to play. Maybe we concede 8, but we can work with 7. You can do this option, which is buy a secondary AWP. So that works too. Yakinda's just spent all his smackaroos.
Okay.
He's going to be AWPing here. Sanji, what are you going to operate
It's pretty
with,
potent. Does that mean, yeah, so Buster will invest in behind the M4. We go for every single penny.
Well, if they don't save anything here and they get obliterated, VP won't be operating with a lot in the final round of play. So Liquid could be on for 9, but they have to get past this hurdle first. Their money's not great either. Hangs in the balance here. 8-7 can still swing either way. Double AWPs mid. Look at Yakinda go. Jumping straight on out. Aggressive as you like.
Yeah. Okay, through the connector will extinguish. Trying to find that opening frag, and it's not too far off Elise. He's given a warning shot.
James AWPing A ramp, but there's nobody even close right now. It's just Naf over towards Palace, and they're not offering anything up. Maybe some aggression here is jostling for position in middle. Utility back and forth. Lige will have to think better of that, covering off his fall, and Buster might want to get aggressive here. And Yakinda's pivoted.
Could be the end of Grim. Oh, and it is. Yakinda takes him down on just a slight info mission.
That's the bomb, very deep B apartments as well, so Liquid might need to get a bit of a move on here and decide where they want to start heading.
Yeah, but that AWP, man, it's already paid for itself. The fact he's caused so much disarray, the bomb is loose, as you've highlighted.
Jame is still close A ramp as well. He's been posted up with his AWP the entire time.
Stewie's set up for some success in the connector area, but losing Elise is a big loss. Talking of finding the gaps in VP's defenses, Sanji often pulls this one off. It's a very, very passive crossfire, but it's got everything covered. You can't blame him. He heard him. Oh, and it was a crucial frag. He's found Sanji, maybe. That pulls James back into the site, and the back is turned. James not looking.
Fallen's
not ready either, and that's the bomb. James can just win this one by staring at the ramp. And Stewie is his next victim. Nav would have to find some insane way in. We see 7 for VP, and it makes sense to put all their schmeckles into that round when you convert like that.
That one got tight there, but Yakinda AWPing, that's not something we see too often, right? Buster tends to do a little bit of secondary work. Yakinda pulling this out. He's like, hey, just give me the AWP. I want to fight mid. He's purchased it himself, and he's made it work, so justifying that purchase. Important stuff here, right? You can see that Jame reacting last second. Fallen was very noisy about that, not aware that a player could have A ramp control. But that was always the case. Naf defaulted through apartments the entire time, so maybe just losing it there as he was micromanaging his teammates into that A split. Liquid will buy, timeout called.
Effortless stuff from Jame at times.
It's a worrying sign to me how deflated Stewie's looking. They're still in this, right? The scoreline's 7-7 right now. Maybe just trying to keep his cool, and that's his cool face, but regardless.
Yeah, keeping his cool, doesn't want to be kind of spreading that negative vibrations that may be internal. keeps it contained. Lets the voice of positivity keep Liquid pumping through this first half. It is 7-7, couldn't be closer. And it is their pick. Finishing it with that 8 certainly could be the little sweet in the deal.
Maybe something explosive again, a little bit more pace as a team. We saw that have success for Liquid earlier in this half. Default spread again. Naf dealt with A, couple towards mid, B apartments and underpass. Standard stuff again from Liquid here. Grind out one more before we head to that break, and they'll be happy with this on their map choice. 3 Galils though, against the 2 AWPs, and Yakinda's held on to one again.
Bloody KD, dude. James on 16-3. Ooh, in a 7-7 game.
And they're just leaving him to search. Look at all the space. Oh, Yakinda!
What? Through the wall. That's a sound cue, that's info, but it's not the frag they were hoping for. Util on the light end now. It's mostly just Molotovs and flashes. In fact, it is entirely now as the last smoke blooms. So Liquid, they'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Bullets, flashbangs. They're advancing. Naf jumps evasively and he does survive, lives to tell the tale. They can double swing now. It's an AWP. Jay manages to isolate the 2 1v1s and he wants more. Hunting for Nafly. The flash doesn't stop him. He knows where you are now. And Naf plays it to perfection. Looks like Liquid will be finishing this one with that final 8th, winning out on their T half.
Buster's locked in here. Look at this. Elige close. He's even pushing forward. CT Fallen wants some info as well. They know Buster has to rotate into this, and time is the enemy now.
You turn the corner into not only a potential AWP, it's Fallen tucked in on the tight line. No way in, no hope for Buster. Oh, and there you have it. Liquid 8, VP 7, map 2. The semi-final's got some kick in it yet. whilst the game has been close, it's been all too easy for James. 17-4, Chad. He's died 4 times. They couldn't take that AWP away from him if they tried. Team Liquid, though, up against it. They are 1-0 down in this series. VP converted their Dust 2 in convincing fashion, I'd say. And we find ourselves here at the second half with, I mean, complete chaos, admittedly. Liquid keeping it so close by virtue of that Glock Eco victory. I mean, they'd had no easy rounds for Virtus.pro's CT side. They didn't get a single break. And so Liquid, well, they converted that ridiculous round and managed to profit from it. A slight lead, though, Chad. And I'm still concerned to see how their CT side fares, whether or not we see Inferno.
Yeah, I think this one still has a lot left to be played here. Stewie having a better time on map number 2. He's even finding a couple of entry kills there on their T half, and Naf combining for 21 kills of the 2 of them. Good scenes. I think once we get onto this CT side and the AWPs get rolling, we need to see that classic fall and finding him active across the map. We do have a slight little technical delay, ladies and gentlemen, before we kick this one off. Nothing too dramatic. So hopefully Liquid can sort out their woes and we can get this one back underway. Might be a minute or two. They have to go upstairs, Alex. They did a Chad Birchall blunder.
Yeah, we've all been there.
The other day, I filled my teacup up, everybody, and I forgot that I filled it right up to the brim. Lifted her in the middle of a gaming session. Water all over my keyboard. Absolute nightmare. And
then you just start, like, keys start holding down. I think you just couldn't let go of run.
Even type. Yeah, it was a nightmare. I had to unplug it. We had to try and make the best out of a bad situation. But Liquid, well, they're in their facility, right? I assume that they have more than enough gear standing by.
Yeah, of course. I think it was interesting in Alicia's interview with Frankie where he talked a little bit about that. You know, if there's anything I can do to improve, then I'm going to try it. He talked about whether, you know, his peripherals, and he's getting a very, very, what's the word? Not suspicious. Superstitious.
Okay.
About some of the practicalities of his hardware.
I know that Bardolph has played with like grip tape and stuff before on his mouse.
Elijah's doing grip tape, he's doing mouse skates, he's changing his mouse pad. Some people are firm believers that the longer the mouse pad you've had, you know, they like to wear in a mouse pad. Yep. Some people believe that you want that box fresh mouse pad feel. Everyone's got their own quirks.
Well, this is the thing, right? With the cloth pads, you wouldn't think that they get worn down crazy, but anybody who's played on one for a significant period of time knows that's exactly what happens. The edges, they stay beautiful. The middle of the pad, it all gets a bit slow. And if you live in a place like we do, or down under, for anybody who may be staying up a little bit late, a humid place, the moisture can get within the cloth pad, and it's like you're on sand or something.
Swamp pad, I remember that all too well. Yeah, do you remember there was like a glass mouse pad for like a weird period of time? Not glass, but like it was like a solid
hard pad.
Hard pad, yeah.
So back in the day, we had a thing called Funk Pad.
That used to be a thing.
Yeah, Funk. So we're having to go right back.
That's FUNQ.
Yes. Yeah. Oh no. I think it was FUNC.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, that sounds more gamery.
But it came in a metal container, right? And you had to pull it out of the container. It had 2 sides, a smooth side and a rough side, and right. And I think Jordan, Nothing. Those of you who remember Nothing, he was playing on a hard pad. One of the players I remember most recently. I'm pretty sure most of the players these days are on the cloth pads. But either way, we filled that time. We can get back underway. Second half kicking off here. You can see the freeze time center of your screen ticking on down. And let's see if James can continue this onslaught. As you mentioned, 17-4 for him. Nobody else on his team yet to find double digits, but VP still with 7 rounds. Not too shabby whatsoever. Falling into the utility on the pistol here. He's got himself defuse kit and a couple of flashes, and we are underway over towards the B bomb site. 3 players from VP will quickly trundle. Early flash over the top, and they're going to show the bomb here, Alex.
Naf catches a lot on that early exchange.
They showed the bomb, right? This is going to force rotations immediately. You can see a 3rd man straight over towards B, but there's no commitment from VP. That was intentional, having James running forward with the bomb on his back just to draw these CT-sided rotations. But Liquid, they might know what's up. They haven't over-rotated just yet.
I mean, it's such a long period of time after showing the bomb. You can't expect that rotation to sit. Stewie actually pushes for info, catches the Busters, Palace, Lurk, and that's crucial. If they head back now, they'll have to be much slower if they want to clear Palace. Looks like Yakinda's been tasked with regaining control of that part of the map, and his mission will have to be complete prior to Kicker and Sanji. He's got the smoke for connector side. James looking to try and sell this as best he can. There is 3 players ready to react. So it'll be James contact first, I imagine. The smoke's out, though. Okay, so James wants to punish the rotate.
Might even come late up short here, but they need to get that bomb down open first. 2 players to get through. Stewie and Grim on the site. Naf rotating over as well. Still no commitment right now from VP. Do they show the bomb again? Oh, well, B's close. See you later, James.
Has to be A.
That off, and they're coming back to A, so kick it like a yo-yo. Doesn't know where to go.
No, neither did Stewie, though, and Sanji, late arrival from Palace, does hit the only shot he had to. Where do they plant? If it's default, yeah, kick it can't do that with Naf there. Grim's there as well, the whole party, the whole brigade. Elige taps on one head. Sanji and kick it up against it. The bomb is down, trying to hold these swinging CTs. It's too good. And Grim, he gets the job done. Liquid, another pistol in the bag.
Now, I don't mind that from VP whatsoever, right? By showing the bomb in 2 different locations like that, the plan is to force the CTs to scramble, to end up stuck in rotation, catch them off guard, and Liquid didn't bite. If a new team with a new in-game leader, obviously Fallen communicating English with the team as well, you might expect a couple of woes, a couple of wobbles in that department. They passed this test with flying colors on the pistol round. Now they need to hold on. And guess what? VP, they're dropping some guns across. AK into the hands here of Buster. There's a Galil on the field as well. That one's going to go over towards Yukinda. Actually, Yukinda with the AK, couple of Galils, a scout as well. Pretty dangerous looking buy. Sanji even finds himself with a deagle at the end of this. 4 Famises and an AUG on the other side, and there's the opening. Yukinda, I have not seen a player entry frag mid like this kid. I have not seen anybody in all my years. The way that this guy goes about it, so procedural, like an absolute robot.
Yeah, and he made that one look easy. He's full commit to the spray. James loudly recovering the FAMAS. Oh, and Elise just over the edge of the smoke. He won't be able to adjust. That's Yukinda shut down. A big frag to find, and there's a second on the cards. James deleted.
Tetris has been taken right now, so still pressure on the A bomb site. Elise might get caught with his pants down, and that's it.
He does, and now it's difficult for the remaining CT player. Looks like Grim and Stu have done enough elsewhere. Mid clear. Bomb was left ramp. Buster's now left alone. He hears him. Naf joining CT, and that's the timing Stewie chooses. He will take an AK-47 for his troubles, and Liquid will take a 10th.
The 2 most important rounds of this game so far have been Liquid getting their full Glock eco on the second round of the game, and this one right here. The fact that they don't take too many casualties to this force fight, especially after this start, is great stuff. They put themselves up on an absolute pedestal to close out map number 2 here. Has to be an eco from VP. They can't opt in with a buy because of this force scenario. There was no plant coming on through that denies the cash. So we're going to see some upgraded pistols, deagles, P250s in the mix. James will be on that eco once to get that AWP out. And look at Fallen, aggressive again, jumps straight into the lion's den.
And they're ready to brawl. They're ready to biff.
Well, you said you wanted them to, you know, show up mechanically, right? Take the fight to VP. On these anti-eco rounds, when you know it's just against pistol, sure, it can be risky. But if everybody's there, you got a good support network, a good idea, and you can absolutely rinse them like this, why the hell not?
And they know exactly where he is upon the death of Naf. Yukinda is booked. Bomb under the CT control, and well, he's just got 25 points of health and is dastardly deagle.
If this was Archside or an Inferno, I might give him a shot. The amount of plays we've seen this guy get. Walking up Archside with a deagle in hand, just ripping off heads.
He has been kept tame so far. We saw, of course, his nice opening frag on that force. We'll be seeing it again once we get into those weapon rounds. But yeah, they're keeping him under 1, keeping him under wraps. Elite is actually elevated. This shouldn't be where his crosshair is placed. Let's see how good his... Oh, he did see a glimpse, and now he adjusts his crosshair. Oh, lean as you like. He's making it costly. Don't forget, one more frag, and it can skew the Liquid investment. They're double peaking, and he did nearly stabilize his crosshair for another 11. You said that it's on a silver platter for Liquid in that sense. The fact that they didn't lose anyone more does mean that they can continue to bolster their funds. You'll see how things shaped up for that final frag.
I make it sound like it's going to be easy for them. I don't expect it to be the case whatsoever, but they've done the hard work, right? They've won those rounds, which are key turning points or rounds where things could go wrong. And now we go into round number 19. James has his AWP. So does Fallen. Full gun round here in the second half, about to get underway. Window smoke, Fallen denied immediately. He spotted something, but he cannot re-engage on this. We'll have to drop back to another position. The Liege towards connector is going to be pivotal in a round like this. So no harassment towards top mid. If you remember what VP were doing on their CT side, constantly mollying the default, nading that back mid box. VP have gotten this space for free.
Oh, wow. Naf's aggressive move. Very aggressive move. He walked up apps, called it clear. James actually sitting there with the bomb. And you can see that mid-round aggression they need to do it, but they're partnered up. Kick it. It's an AWP. It should be an advantage to Kicker, but Fallen, he appears in the blink of an eye and executes the lurk in Palace. Grouped up mid.
Heading towards a B split here. Lots of eyes will be on Stu if they get past Elige.
Yeah, and it's Stewie kind of on an island as well. Fallen's rotates on CT. He's miles away. Timing and great adjustment. Elige is burning. He's fighting to get out. Stands and fights. Calls more mid. Stewie under some serious scrutiny. Oh, what a shot. Takes down Sanji. Buster to trade. And the bomb now down. Fallen has to break through James' line. Buster tucks in, keeps himself passive. James posted up. There is a flash on Grim. Oh, and
what a shot!
Missed a shot. My God, one across already. Fallen, closing into Buster. Easy shot for him. Wow. Now James to clutch up. Fallen just needs to force this fight up against the AWPer. He's running out of time. VP looking good. He needs to hit the spray now. Time is of the essence. And James, no issue, no scope. 20 and 7. And a graceful bunny hop just to prove that every aspect of his game is on lock.
Trouble now for Liquid. They've been broken here economically, and Elige did a lot with that kill, but you can see isolated. It was going to spread eventually. Did his best to find a kill. This trade here from Buster took a bit more space than Stu was ready for, and yeah, Fallen, he was doing his best in a 2-on-1. Difficult round to win, but James doing it all. Bullet in the belly right there, and well, it is going to be a force buy coming out from Liquid here. They've opted to go in on this. Stewie's bought an AWP, a couple of Famises. Fallen was buying late out of spawn, and Stewie's already down. This has happened very quickly. 2 Deagles as well. They're not going to be able to get that AWP back. This might be where it all goes wrong for Liquid.
Yeah, what was going on here? A casualty caused by Yakinda and his openings up mid. Where did the AWP drop?
If he was boosted up, which he jumped across, it's going to have gone either underpass or towards short. It's so super difficult to get back now that mid control's been given up. And look at that, straight at Sanji's feet. You're not getting that one back.
They have kicked your ball over the fence. Oh, up mid. Yakinda. Oh,
was looking for the AWP.
Yeah, on the recovery mission.
This is a wasted round. I don't understand why the buy was so late from Fallen out of spawn. Was the call not made? Was it just a Hail Mary play? Was it an accidental purchase? I don't know what's happened, but either way, this is great for VP.
Oh, but the bomb. Maybe Grim's got something left. If Sanji goes down to Naf, we've got a game here. We've got a round, especially now James gone down. Out from Palace. It's on to Naf in a 1-on-1. Yakinda's already found 3. Now, the question of the bomb is on ramp. So Naf piecing this one together. Yakinda, knife out at this point. Trying to reposition. Naf will have an internal timer as to when he has to be concerned about ramp. Starts to tuck in now. Still paranoid about mid. Hits his walk key. And with 25 seconds, you know Yakinda's going to have to be planting A. Naf will piece that together. If he holds it from stairs, most likely place to deny. The only spot to be planted is that of default. No contact. Does Yakinda go hunting? 12 seconds. He has to focus on the plant. Just getting across this sight line. Naf's played it well.
Heard the steps.
Now what? Doesn't want to tell him where he is just yet. Flash for his peak. Naf has not told him anything. And now in transition, Yakinda makes it 4, makes it a clutch, and pulls VP closer to finishing this one in 2.
9-11 now, but it's not really just that round that counts. It's what that flow-on effect is, and you can see this in towards middle. So Stewie up and over the top, the AWP dropping, and the other kills that are going on right there is trying to recover the AWP. And Stewie's continuing to take these risks, right? None of them are working for him here, unfortunately, today. This is falling like, where's the AWP gone? You're looking for it, trying to scramble to pick that up, and Yakinda winning an important round right there because that could have swayed the balance of this game.
Grim and Naf did everything in their power to try and make that one competitive. Right down to the 1v1 as well. Yakinda just was not done.
Look at the money right now for Team Liquid. It is in the bin as we have the scores and the doors for everybody. It is Naf and Stewie leading the charge. Those two as a combo, especially in the first half, were doing great work. Elige coming alive now, Fallen in the mix, Grim down the bottom. That James, it was 17 for 4 on the half. Now he's found himself 3 in the second. Yakinda starting to come alive here as well. But Team Liquid will have to take a save, right? And if you take a look at this right here, it's only 2,400 going into the next round. That is not going to be enough to justify a crazy CT buy whatsoever. So VP, they convert this 11-10. The gun round from Liquid, when we do see it, not great. They lose that one. We're talking 11-11 and another eco on the line. So VP are in the driver's seat right here, as long as they convert against these.
Oops, missed window smoke.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, best couldn't have chosen a better round to miss it. No USP is going to be punishing that one willingly. Up mid and hesitant to commit. Slowly, just confirming all of those CT aggressive maneuvers have not transpired.
We saw how thorough VP was on Dust 2, right? On that long take when nobody was home. Just how long they took with all the nades, the anti-flash positions, utility on point. Well, they're going to do the same thing here. No risks taken. No mistakes given. Flash from Grim. Might set them up for one. That's a bit late. Look at that. Everybody's falling. Grim didn't even get the flash off. Buster's just got 3 heads. Quick as you like. Final 2 surviving Elige and Naf. Very isolated on the extremities right now. One over towards B Apartments, one in Palace. It's just these USPs. So this is a formality at this point. We need to start thinking about how Team Liquid are going to operate in the next round, assuming they buy. If you take a full eco, we will be assuming that the buy will be coming through in the next. So aggression from Stewie on his own towards middle didn't pan out. Maybe they could try something a little bit more team-orientated if they want to go for an underpass push. Maybe isolate a player over towards B. If you get a good spawn, you can always go for that Palace jump up. There are a lot of options available for CTs to go aggressive on this map. But at the pace that VP are playing, you might just be playing right into their hands. So we will just wait for the bomb to tick or for Naf to lose his life. Looks like it will be the latter. Vikinda thorough on that clear. 11 to 10 now. And this is the problems I was talking about with the buy that we have coming through, Alex. They're able to get the rifles out, but there won't be a huge amount of utility. This is the Buster triple. You liking it?
Love seeing those melons pop. Okay, wow, round 22, map 2. Second semi-final.
Not a single Molotov.
Yeah, it's definitely tight. They've looked under all the pillow cushions, dug deep into the sofa. And this is what they've chosen to present. Okay, Yakinda this time on his mad swings mid is going to catch a little from Elige's Org. Another miss on that smoke.
Interesting. I'm not sure if we've had discussions in the past that's intentional, and I'm going to say probably not. You want to make sure that window is smoked, especially against Fallen. But look at this close A ramp setup. Jay might get surprised by this. Or not.
Ooh. We know the power of aggressive ramp setup. Let's see how VP intend to retake its control. It's unlikely to be dry. Is he just going to walk in? Tight line. Hell, James, what is that kind of peak? James, the entry fragger with his AWP. No less, opening up the account for VP. Elige tries to stand and deliver. He's done well to get away. But James lining up another 3 so far. 2 more remain. Team Liquid, wild shakes as James jumps down. I said it wasn't going to be dry, Chad. Well, it was.
I can't believe he's gone for a maneuver like that. He had 2 riflers by his side. That's an audacious play any day of the week, and he's just gone for it. When they're hunting down round number 11, bomb will get planted. Stewie and Naf have to save, but I don't know if they're going to allow them to do so. This has gone down so early that they can at least send Sanji out to have a look. He's already close connector. Team Liquid are up against it at this point. The loss bonus starting to build for sure, but these last couple of rounds, great stuff.
Yeah, that is something, isn't it? Fallen and Grim both go down to an AWP on the ramp. Late arrival as well.
Sanji's definitely been heard by those defenders over towards B. Buster jumping away. All right, they will think better about chasing this. So really going to run this one down to the wire. Lots of rounds of Counter-Strike still to be played. Loss bonus about to trickle into that bank account. You can see they're going up around that 2,900 mark, just under the 3K. And this is James opening. Like, of course Fallen's not going to be ready for something like this. You're not expecting an AWP to fall out of the sky like that. And they have to play aggressive in those kind of maneuvers because of the lack of utility. And James just done the perfect play, ready and raring for that to go. So yeah, the fan cams at home, people wilding out.
Madness. Absolute madness. Look what it's done. Team Liquid left with those preserve rifles and just a little bit of change.
Well, they have to allow these M4s.
I don't even
impact.
think Elige's jiggle was complete.
He may have just shot coming around that corner.
Look at him go.
So quick. He's on one right now. James is running away with this. He wants to finish this. He's got a hot date.
Re-smoke on the window. The rifle's still kicking. We know how thorough VP are, but when they've got this loose cannon in James just entry fragging.
This is madness.
They are flashing him into every spot. First man in with the big green.
Absolutely insane that they are entry fragging.
I mean, there is no better weapon for this kind of entry fragging when you're looking into B site, like these tight lines. Oh, talk of the devil, it's Naf's tight. Tags him up to 99. Lives to tell the tale, so hard to knock him on his ass, and that's where one of the M4s is. In fact, both of them were there. They retool, regroup, and we've seen this flavor on Inferno before. You take contact, you just cut noise and regroup. Stewie has instinctively felt like they'll be upon the cut of the noise going one way. They go in the other. Naf will hear it. Buster's late arrival short means he's got a bit of a house divided now. Stewie arriving just in time. Bit of damage. Anticipating Buster. Oh, he didn't hear him, did he? Ladder? No, Buster's arrived perfectly. And now B should be open for business. It's only Stewie. The bomb's going back to A. This is madness from Kicker.
They're playing with them all over the map here. Look at this.
Back up. Going B?
Hold up, 15 seconds now. This does get dangerous. They need to take some space and quickly.
Sanji should have spotted him.
Haven't cleared Stewie yet.
Hasn't spotted him.
If he denies the plant, oh.
It was right there on his screen. They'll get it down.
Why do they do this to us? They did it yesterday on Inferno as well. Buster in the final seconds just getting that bomb down on Inferno. Same situation here. Stewie's just been left. He's like, are they coming? Are they going to clear the site? Where are they going? Communication is absolute chaos.
I mean, and that's just this VP effect. The CIS, all teams have elements of it. But you just have that kind of, wait, if we don't know what's going on, neither does Stewie. He's sitting there on the site. It felt like it was a B, and yet not a peep.
Here we go. Here's that Jame opening into a Liege. Oh, jeez, that is quick stuff here.
He gave that minimal. Liege was staring at the wall when he went down.
Oh, all right. Well, now that's the lead for VP, 12-11.
All right.
It's feeling good after that first half for Liquid, but they've only managed 3 here on their CT side, and that was the opening 3, Alex. They won the pistol, they converted against the Force, they had a clean anti-eco, and now no gun rounds again. It's been the story of the missing gun rounds for Liquid this series. Oh, I would be so frustrated on the Liquid side. They are giving absolutely nothing, VP. Always a link player, there's always something smoked, there's always a flash.
Nice counter. A CT smoke lands on their connector to stop them progressing. Kickert through the palace, what a spray. He's ready for a second. He knows he's coming. 18 HP. He will eventually get the trade. He had to work hard for that one. Thinks better of going for the AK-47, wants to be repositioning in that time instead. And with the smoke on ramp, Fallen can be responsible for, oh, the angle. The angles. This is great. In comes VP. Stewie unloads his mag, and what a spray! 3 frags from Stewie 2K, and Jame thrust into what was a 1v4. A quick action into Grim, and a quick one into Stewie. Maybe James not done. He jumps, evades the shot. Naf has to tuck back in. The bomb is on B, but it is just within his grasp if he can find a frag onto Fallen. No, it's denied, and Stewie's heroics will convert. Liquid will take the 12th, and we have a competitive Mirage after all.
Starting to feel that Stewie frustration now. He's turning it into frags, 17 for his team. He had a rough time of things on Dust too, but he hasn't let that get to him for the slightest of moments here. Grim did a good job of stemming the bleed, and this is it. Look at the crab walkout, just spam, spam, spam. He's able to absolutely wreck house there. Buster, Yakinda, Sanji all fall, and then Fallen onto that final frag. Might be pace here, Alex. Sanji has a Mach 10. It could be a delayed hit onto B or something really fast.
Oh, it looks fast. Stewie to be tested again then. Naf alongside. Incendiaries look good. Flashes are great. And look at that. Stewie's already gone. The Mach 10 so fast, so fierce. Quick trades. Oh, and Yakinda, how does he get a second? Alicia's feet don't even touch the ground as he leaps through the smoke. Just like that, VP turn up the pace and turn up the heat.
And Yakinda is already hunting. They understand they are locked in towards Palace. Jame has T-spawn, Yakinda over towards CT. It's only a matter of time until Fallen and Grim give these up.
Damn, that KD. James hunting for his 27th here, and Grim is there. Baits the shot. Grim, he'll take the upgrade. Thank you very much. Drop that util, and surely the only way back in would be through the other's entrance. That's where Yakinda's headed.
When this bomb explodes, pushing through these smokes, yeah, they might find the timing on this.
Oh, Lord, the pressure's not done. A T-smoke, just to let them know he's coming. Walking up on it. Timing, jumps through the smoke as the bomb explodes, and Fallen did not hear a thing. They both lose it. They lose everything, and they've got nothing left in reserve. That's punishing to the highest degree. Look at Stewie. I mean, he's just staring, and as Sanji's feet hit the deck, I want to see this second from Yakinda. Look at Elite. He's flying through. Just about gets out that window.
That's the backbreaker. That one there has to be the backbreaker. The money is in disarray. Liquid have gone for a partial investment here just to keep things competitive. MP9, couple of Deagles in the mix, P250, Flash, Kevlar, and Eligi straight up mid.
Yeah, maybe the trade, the MP9 spray actually does come off. He's given his team something, and it's so short-lived. James catches him before he can retreat. Another hero deeg required. 3 in play. But VP, this is where they do their best work. What's that? A round where you shouldn't lose? No worries.
The problem with this is VP takes so many liberties as individuals that they isolate a lot of these fights, right? They're not going to give up a multi-kill to any of these Deagles. And over towards A, there's just one man. It's just going to be Grim, close A ramp on the flower pot. He needs multiple kills here. That's the only way Liquid can stay in this round.
It's damage.
Nothing.
Not enough.
Look how far away the other two, yeah.
Looking good for the 14th.
Can't even paint a best case scenario right now for Liquid. They're going to buy next round anyway. Sure, an AK is great. Maybe steal that AWP away from Yakinda. Get yourself something, but there it is. Thorough again. Utility, knowing they're up against these pistols. Smokes, flashes, mollies, the works. Gun's been thrown away. Yakinda tidying up his bedroom before he left, and you can see it right here, just making sure it's completely out of the reach. That gun can't be picked up whatsoever, just the MP9 scavenged off of Elige's cold dead body, and, well, they're not even getting offered a chance to get a kill here. Look how passive all of VP are, just tucked in together.
Yeah, you're rarely getting one on their own, are you? He's tagged him up, hoping to take him down. And he does bring James down as Sanji catching a bullet with the Deagle, and Stewie just before the time couldn't grab that weapon. So, VP 2 rounds away from a grand final, and I think it's about time they called the timeout. Quick look at the scores, 27 James, 24 Yakinda, a double-faced aggression across the map, whether it's entry frags on the AWP, whether it's entry frags in mid, one of them's providing it. And so Liquid have hit the panic button, Chad, and it's a necessary one to hit.
Yeah, the double AWP. So Naf's purchased into one here, Fallen the same. One defuse kit on the field, couple of Molotovs. Make it 2. They're just spending the rest of their money here, Team Liquid, deciding how they want to approach this round. Elige with an AUG. But there's so much to talk through. Do you want to go aggressive? Do you want to try and find an opening pick? They're getting mid-control quite consistently.
This is it. This is going to be an incredibly telling 2 minutes. It's time to see whether or not there is more to this semi-final. Or if Virtus.pro versus Gambit is a couple of rounds away.
No resistance middle whatsoever.
Look how quickly he's up, dude.
He's going to go through this. He's going to take the gap.
Oh, yeah, he's taken such a huge amount of space. And this passive hold. There is no one home. Fallen's already gone. Grim doesn't have a chance. And just like that, the rest are on B, twiddling their thumbs. Elige just pre-aimed. Sanji's holding a perfect angle around the smoke. There is no way in for Team Liquid here, Chad.
There was not a single point of resistance on mid, and Yakinda took every inch he was given, and he's going for more.
How fast was that?
Stewie's even heard right now. He was on top of the stairs at a minute 29.
My lord. Oh. And Yakinda's just going to take everything, deny it all. He wants the world to know not only who he is, but what the Virtus.pro, Virtus.plow, new breed can do. Grand finals, 1 round away. What a huge turn up of the pace. And all of these pace changes have been so perfectly timed, so punishing. We saw how quick that B explode just forced Liquid into a save. We just saw how quick that explosion onto A. How punishing it felt with Yakinda, just denying, you're not going to contest mid, well, let me make you pay for it. Is he going to try it again?
4 Famises, 1 MP9, working with absolutely nothing.
Look at him go, got to go fast.
Oh, what?
Through the wall, through the smoke. James has taken down Fallen, surely not. No way for him to voice concerns about this one. Faunus just going to have to sit and watch. Through the corner of the box, that's the shot.
He's hitting everything. He is in the zone.
Yeah. Stewie, 2K to be tested.
A gambled A, yeah, it is all on Stewie here. The bomb in the B apartments, 3 players from Liquid on A. Yakinda taking space towards short, all on Stewie.
He doesn't have the weapon, he doesn't have the util, he has nothing going for him on this one. He's going to be calling for the backup now. They're in the site, multiple targets, they spotted him out, a wide swing in Yakinda, adding another one to his list. He wants 30 before he's done in this game. Finally silenced, Elige only the one though, needed a multi-kill. Ever the absent multi-kill, both from short. James looking for info, tags up another, doesn't miss a beat, doesn't miss a shot. Closing the gap a little bit, kick it onto the first, it's all onto Grim. Already find the first 2, VP just needs to silence him, he's got plenty of time. Advancing onto James' position, he's isolated it, can he really? Oh, Sanji the Heartbreaker! And Virtus.pro, they're off to the grand finals, what a performance!